Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dylan. We are back here with another Madden video. Today, we are going to go ahead and update my best defensive tackle tier list in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Now, before I do go on ahead and get into the video, if you are new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you leave a like on the video and also subscribe if you are new. I drop daily Madden content just like this video almost every day here on the channel. And my end of year goal for Madden 22 is going to be to hit 10K subscribers. Could not do it without you, so I would greatly appreciate it. Now today, we only have 9 new defensive tackles, and I think the only change I'm going to make to the S tier is dropping Leroy Selmon down. The reason being is, yes, he's one of the fastest ones in the game, but pretty much everyone else in S tier hits like 90 for a pass rush move, and given their traits, they're just better pass rushers. Leroy Selmon having to use his finesse moves is pretty bad, but like, I know his speed is really good, but I just think he's more A tier than S tier. I think these guys in S tier are kind of on a different level. But the first card we have right here is Jacksonville Jag Davon Hamilton. Now, he's not going to be too great. 73 speed and around like 85 power moves. The reason I'm just gonna say this right now, the reason why I like defensive tackles so much in this game is their traits. Like, EA actually does a pretty good job of, you know, when you see a defensive tackle and you see their finesse moves are like 60, right? Most of the time it's because they have traits like, they're gonna have traits of bull rush on yes, swim and spin move on no, so they'll never go ahead and do a finesse move. They're only gonna do their power move. So that's something that works in this card's favor. But I'm gonna put him like C tier. I think he's okay. He's like solid, but nothing really too spectacular. Now, next up right here, we got DJ Reader of the Cincinnati Bengals. Imagine what I just said about Davon Hamilton, but slower, less power moves, and slightly higher block shed. I'm gonna put him in the D tier. He really, like I said, he's just really not that good. Like, he's slow, which, I mean, I'm not expecting like defensive tackles to be like 90 speed or anything, right? But like 68 for defensive tackle, it's a little rough. Can't really rush the passer too great. A pretty good run defense, but that's really not that important when you have other guys that just go ahead, do the exact same thing, but have like 90 power moves. And again, this is kind of funny, okay? With the team builders they released, it kind of goes like Davon Hamilton, he's okay. DJ Reader, he kind of sucks. And then Derrick Nnadi is actually terrible. I mean, this card is slow. He can't rush the passer. Like, sure, 90 block shed's cool, right? But like, that's all he can do is 90 block shed. Like, it's a cool little threshold to hit, right? But like, there's just no point in running this card. There's literally none. He might be like one of the worst 88 overalls I've ever seen. And then we got my guy Raquan Davis, who's for sure going into the S. No, I'm just kidding. He is like terrible. Like, he's actually awful. Can't rush the passer, no speed, not even great run defense. Like, this, like, I know I said Derrick Nnadi might be the worst 88 I've ever seen. I have no idea how they sad this card to the point to be an 80. Like, they probably boosted his kick power, his catching, all this other stuff to try to make him an 80 overall, because like, it's just terrible. Like, he literally can't do a single thing good. So for a couple releases with D tackles, they were kind of swinging and missing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Poona Ford right here, the Seahawks, another F tier player. Like, it's just, he's slow. He can't rush the passer, can barely play run defense. Like, it's just very bad. That's pretty much it. Like, these 3 cards just literally can't do a single thing good. Now we finally go ahead, get a good defensive tackle in Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams is a lot similar to Leroy Selmon. He's going into the A tier. He's like a slower, slightly bigger version of Leroy Selmon. 6'3", 303, great size on him. 79 speed is actually pretty good for a defensive tackle. 90 plus power moves. Great run defense across the board as well. The one thing on this card, literally the one thing, is his finesse moves. His finesse moves is around like 79, and his traits, he has spin move on yes, so he's gonna go ahead and do some finesse moves. So yeah, it really kind of hurts him. Like, his power rush, if he only had bull rush on yes, like a lot of the other defensive tackles, he'd probably be in S tier. But given that we have to like pay attention to his finesse moves, he's gonna be an A tier. He's still pretty good though. I really liked his superstar MVP, this card in B tier. So I think he'll still play really good for you. Now we got Chris Jones right here. A little bit slow, but that's literally the only thing. He's for sure gonna be in the S tier. 71 speed is, again, like I said, a little bit slow. Not the end of the world though. Has crazy pass rush. 91 finesse moves, 97 power moves, powered up. Great run defense across the board. Literally the only stat this card can really get better in is speed. That's literally it. Everything else, he's just perfect. With certain strategy cards, you can get this guy up to 99 power moves. So like, he's about as good as a pass rusher stat wise as you could ask for. Now we got Blitz James Smith Williams right here. This is a tough card to rank because speed wise, he's so good. Speed wise, he is basically perfect. The thing on him is power moves are like 84, and he has that bull rush only trait. Like, he only has bull rush on yes. So to kind of end off the video, we got one more card after this, but I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about. I should have did this earlier when the traits came up, but you'll see 89 speed, 91 acceleration, perfect for a defensive tackle, 83 finesse moves, and you're like, oh, 72 finesse moves, that really sucks, right? And you know, he has okay run defense. 80 block shed is a little bit low, but and he's a run stopper archetype with only 80 block shed. But anyway, come down here. Look at these traits. If you ever want to like go on mut.gg, look up a player, if you're wondering why maybe he's pass rush or the pass rush is crazy, or if he isn't shedding at all, it's most likely because of his traits, right? So spin and swim being on no, these are finesse moves, right? So that being on no, we can ignore this rating. He'll never do it. So he's only gonna bull rush. 83 power moves, 84 powered up. Not really terrible, but I think I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna put him in the A tier just because of speed. Again, he's a cool one where you could go ahead and put inside stuff on him, and he actually goes ahead, one, gets it for the cheapest AP since he's run stopper somehow with like terrible run defense. But he gets it for the cheap, and then he has the speed to go ahead when he sheds on the inside runs, right? He has the speed to go ahead and make the play. So he's someone I could see you running inside stuff on. I think he's more A tier than S tier. I could see him B. Like, if you tell me, hey, I think this card's B, I'm not gonna say you're wrong. And for the last card right here, we got big Vince Woolfork, for sure going into the S tier. I mean, this guy is like 6'3", 325, so he's like the fattest defensive tackle you could ask for, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. They gave this card 81 speed. Like, I know Vince Woolfork was an athlete, but they gave him 81 speed. That's a lot of speed, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like that's a lot of speed. 94 power moves powered up. He is, again, one of the cards where he only has the bull rush trait on yes, so he's not going to use that finesse moves. He's just going to use those power moves. And this card, run defense wise, I think he's the best run defensive tackle in the game given his size. His speed is also pretty good, and like block shed, all that. I think he's the best run defensive lineman in the game, if that makes sense. But yeah, yo, that has been my updated defensive tackle tier list. Let me know down in the comments what you agree with, what you disagree with. Who do you think should be higher? Who do you think should be lower? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead, leave a like on it, and also subscribe if you are new. I appreciate y'all clicking onto the video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. But other than that, man, has been your boy Dill, and I'm out. Peace.